Life insurance is a contract between an insurance company and a policyholder. When a policyholder, the insured party, makes regular payments to the insurance company, that's called a premium. In exchange, the insurance company pays a lump sum known as a death benefit to the policyholder's beneficiaries if they die. There are different types of life insurance policies. Term insurance expires after a certain number of years. Permanent life insurance remains in force forever, so long as the policyholder pays their premiums. In addition to premiums and death benefits, permanent life insurance policies also have a cash value. This is a savings account the policyholder can use during the life of the insured, as the cash accumulates on a tax-deferred basis. For either term or permanent life insurance policies, the pricing and the types of coverage available vary depending on factors like age, gender, medical history, chronic health conditions, occupational hazards, and high-risk hobbies. Each policy is unique, so it's important to review yours to understand what risks are covered, how much it will pay your beneficiaries, and under what circumstances. Before you apply for life insurance, analyze your financial situation and determine how much money would be required to maintain your beneficiary's standard of living in your absence. It's prudent to reevaluate your life insurance needs annually or after significant life events such as marriage, new children, and major purchases, such as a house.
I know y'all wondering, why is this guy playing audio about life insurance? Had a good friend reach out to me and say that their sister passed away, and the policy that she was paying for in regards to life insurance, she stopped paying on it. Now, we'll get rid of this gum. I'm gonna tell you why I feel a certain type of way about it. When my mother died, she didn't have a life insurance policy. When my father died, he didn't have a life insurance policy. When my grandmother died, she didn't have a life insurance policy. So my thought process is, how many of you all have life insurance policies? How many of you all are going to die unexpectedly, right? Tragedy or COVID-19, a car accident, overdose, whatever the case may be, and you're going to leave someone in your stead, whether a spouse, whether a child, some type of family member, a friend. Like, the thought process is, when you leave, don't be selfish. Make sure that your children and your family members, at least your immediate family, is taken care of. That means your bills are going to be covered. You're not leaving anybody else with the responsibility of having to pay your bills, your car note, your house note, your kids. It's already a tragedy that you're not going to be around, right? It's already a tragedy that you're not going to be around. Make sure that you leave something for your children. Make sure that they are taken care of. I think too many times we listen to a lot of other things, and we do a lot of other things, and we are so busy living for today that we move past the thought process of, am I really prepared for tomorrow? It's great that you're fixing your credit. It's great that you bought a home, you bought a car, you living your best life, you're letting your hair down, you're partying, you try to do everything as an adult that you can do. But nobody ever has the conversation with you, do you have life insurance? Whether term or whole, the fact of the matter is, do your research. Go ahead and use YouTube for a different reason other than just saying, I'm going to listen to my favorite content creator, and whatever he or she talks about for however long is going to be where I focus my attention. I want you to focus your attention on you right now. Focus your attention on you. Focus your attention on your family. Focus your attention on making sure that they are straight. To be a mother or be a father and leave your children unexpectedly due to death is already a tragic thing, but it's even more of a travesty if you don't leave them anything to pay the funeral, to fly family members in. And I mean, it's so many things that needs to be organized. Make sure that your arrangements are squared away. And here's the thing, don't leave that burden on your family. Make sure that you handle that burden. Make sure that you take a time out your busy day, your busy weekend, before you go to the club, right? Before you take your next cruise, and you sit down with someone and you line out, in case of a tragedy, I want these things to happen. Make sure it's accessible. People know, hey, if I pass away due to my demise, hey, this is the phone number. where my will is if you don't keep one in the house, and make sure that things are squared away. I think too many people, we talk about accountability a lot over here, right? Earlier I was talking with Kwame Brown. Accountability and the nonsense that we see online, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? And a couple of people got in their feelings about that or whatever case be. But the fact of the matter is this. These are those realistic conversations that I feel like we should have. Make sure you got life insurance. Don't leave your kids with nothing. Don't leave your spouse with nothing. It's unfair. It's unrealistic. It's unreasonable. Make sure that they are squared away. You have a mother that just passed away who left her kids with nothing. You have fathers that just passed away that leave their kids with nothing. So when you hear content creators say, make sure you got life insurance, make sure you do what counts. It's great that you put them in a big house. It's great that they was in a Mercedes Benz. It's great that you brought them all the video games they ever wanted. You eat lobster and steak every night. But as soon as you die, no one knows what to do. Where you want to be buried at? Do you want to be cremated? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Who are the immediate family members that you want there? Are you going to cover the cost of travel? Are you going to cover the cost of lodging? Are you going to cover the cost of food? There's some things that we got to talk about. Hey, you planning a party. You are planning the Last Supper. Make sure your shit is squared away. Don't leave it on someone. And see, here's the issue. Erica, you just hit right. Erica, high five, goddamn it. I don't want to see no GoFundMe's. That means you were ill prepared. Because when I go to your Facebook Live and I go to your YouTube channel and I go to your Instagram, you know what you was doing every weekend? Partying, turning up, living your best life. And as soon as you die, now we got to do a GoFundMe. Such and such. GoFundMe for my cousin. GoFundMe for my dog. Like you have no. Take the time out to really cover the basis of what you need to cover. And if nobody else is gonna say it, I'll be the bad guy. That's fine. Get off your lazy ass, stop procrastinating, and do something for your family. Do something for yourself. You're planning how you want things to be when you pass. Now, some people's like, man, I don't give a shit what happened. I'm gonna be dead. No. If you have children, you gotta give a shit. Somebody want to be buried in Alaska. Well, people got to know you want to be buried in Alaska. Make sure that you leave some seed money. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I know a lot of people, we like to compare white people to black people or whatever case may be. You know what I found out about insurance, life insurance, when I joined the military? Mandatory classes about insurance. Mandatory that you had insurance for your family just in case we was going across seas and somebody met their demise. Mandatory. Do you know how many people, when I went back home or whatever case may be, it was like, man, you know, such and such died or whatever case may be, we're trying to get the money together now to bury him. And that always used to be stupid to me. Like, what do you mean we're trying to get, what, that's absurd. That's retarded. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of black people, we do the same thing over and over. Well, they say if you repeat the same thing over and over, is that not insane? When your grandmother passed away, that didn't say, well, shit, we had to scrape up all of that money. It's called life insurance. It is called life insurance. Google it, YouTube it, get you some. For less than $20 a month, you can say, you know what? If I die, the funeral cost is covered. It pays off my car note. It pays off my house. It provides a little nest egg for my children to go to school. We gotta stop being lazy. The conversation that counts, the conversation that matters. Fuck they feelings. If you shake some cages along the way, then shake some cages along the way. I'm saying right now, before you go turn up, before you go plan your next trip, but before you start jumping on the gossip train and the drama train, do something for you. Do something for you. It's okay to be selfish right now. It is embarrassing, ladies and gentlemen, when people start talking about what do you bring to the table. And you sit down and you say, well, how are you preparing for your future? Let's say I was dating a young lady or whatever case may be, and I asked her, hey, what are your plans, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Do you want to have kids and whatever? Can you imagine her saying, what I'm saying, nah, I ain't worrying about no life insurance policy? Well, what about when you pass away? Who are you? Are you thinking the grandparents are going to cover all your expenses? Are you hoping one of your siblings are in a position to take your siblings, take your kids? Like, what are you expecting to happen with your children if all of a sudden you go to work, right? You get in the car and you driving or whatever case be, and you get sideswiped by a drunk driver and go head first into a telephone pole, and you don't make it. Well, some of y'all ain't got health insurance. So now, not only do your family members have to deal with the health insurance and the medical bills, they also got to bury your selfish ass. Am I hurting somebody feeling? Good. This ain't a perspective, right? This is something that's going to benefit you. A lot of people are not going to tell you this because they don't give a shit about you. They don't care. I listen to people and say, oh, I love my subscribers. Whoa, I love them so much. No, you love donations so much. But you're not going to tell them anything valuable. You're not going to tell them anything that's going to make sure, whether in life or in death, they're taken care of. You're making sure that they're in a position so their family, their immediate family, are good. Go get you some life insurance. Go get it. Stop procrastinating. Right? And then when you get some, make sure that your family members get it. Hey, mom. Hey, dad. Yo, bro. Hey, sis. Make sure they good, too. Don't just keep the information. Y'all be killing me, boy. Y'all be keeping information to yourself. Like, I don't know, boy. It's like, it's my information. No. Share it. Hey, come here. Have a life insurance party. Shit, you have sex parties. Y'all be having sex parties. Look at this dildo. Y'all be having sex parties. You might as well have a life insurance. Call it a get your shit together party. Let's talk about health insurance. Let's talk about life insurance. Hell, let's talk about where we want to be at in the next 2-3 years as a family. Y'all get together at Thanksgiving, Christmas. Y'all get together for bingo night, Monopoly night. Y'all get together for cookouts and barbecues. So my thought process is, isn't that really looking out for your family members? Say, hey y'all, hey, y'all come to the house, man. I'm gonna throw some burgers on or something or whatever, and I want to introduce y'all guys to this life insurance policy that I have, so that way y'all can make sure that y'all kids straight. That's real love. That's real support. If you're not talking about life insurance, what you talking about? I mean, everybody says, hey, they love their kids. It's all about the kids, and and you working 2-3 jobs just to make ends meet. Now, my thought process is, okay, what happens when you're gone? What happens when you're gone? If you love them in life, you should love them also in death. And you can do something to make sure that they have easier lives, to make sure that whatever was the burden for you is not a burden for them. That is love. We shouldn't be seeing all of these GoFundMes. But that just means everybody was so stuck on the drama and the gossip and the partying and saying, oh, we living our best life. We done leveled up. What you bring to the table? We do all of this smoke and mirrors, but at the end of the day, when it counts, for some reason now, GoFundMe. Seen a lady a few years ago, her child passed away. And she was, the first thing she did was a GoFundMe, and I was scratching my head. I was kind of like, why don't we have policies for our family members? And I think we get so caught up in the tragedy of loss yo, my wife or my husband or my child is in the hospital fighting for their life or whatever, and for some reason they don't ever think, you know what, man, let's make sure they're covered. Let's make sure they're squared away. There's somebody you know right now that has a serious medical condition, and you know them, and you love them, and you want to protect them, and you want to make sure that they recover, but everybody's odds may not be on their side. They may not win. Make sure they got life insurance. That's the message. It's real simple, real easy, real plain. The people you love, make sure that they have life insurance and they are paying on the life insurance. You understand what I'm saying? They are paying on the life insurance. I'm not saying go get $1 million policy. I'm saying your funeral costs should be covered. So when I see people that are lazy, you buy cigarettes every day. You buy weed every day. You buy alcohol every day. You take that same money from that week that you use to buy cigarettes, alcohol, weed, go party, new sneakers, new hair, new contacts, new makeup, and you say, I'm going to actually put this towards something that matters. You ain't got to like how I'm saying it, but respect the fact that I'm saying it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mario J. This is Tough Love. I usually say adult up, but now I'm going to say life insurance, health insurance. Get your shit right. Till next time, peace out.